Queen Monroe, and we're here. We finally made it. Had to schedule it back a half hour, but we made it, thank God. Alright, so as more people come starting to stream in, because I did make a couple posts in the Facebook group and on TikTok and Instagram about today's live. So while people stream in, let's just go through the basics. You know I'm serious about everything because I got my notes out for you guys. I went all out. I'm really obsessive compulsive, as you can see. So I have discount codes for you guys, new product recommendations, the info you need to know, everything. All right, so let's start at the beginning. So if you guys are new here, my name is Queen Adrienne Monroe. I am the founder of Red Carpet Curls. And if you don't know what Red Carpet Curls is, Red Carpet Curls is a naturally textured hair care blog focusing on combining the keys of the curly girl method with the keys of trichology, which is the science of hair and scalp. So once you know the science behind what your hair can and cannot do, and then you know the science behind products, once you put that knowledge together, you're gonna have amazing curl days each and every time. Okay, so we need to get it into our heads, science first, then starting to look for products and build a routine and stuff. You need to know the basics first. Okay, so if you don't already know, my goal with each and every video, YouTube live, blog post, reel, everything I do, newsletters, I do it all. Every piece of content that I put out for you guys is meant to educate you and give you the science-based information you need in order to achieve your healthy hair goals, and also keep realistic hair goals, because I know a lot of us, when we come into our healthy hair routine and the journey and stuff, we see influencers with amazing curls, we see people with manes that are to die for, and we automatically take those pictures, we go to our hairstylist and we say, this is what we want, this is what I want. But you have to remember, science comes in handy here, because not everyone has the same texture, density, porosity. These are all terms explained by the science to explain why your hair will look the way it will and your favorite influencers will look different. But it does not mean it looks bad. Both are amazing. You just have to know what exactly your hair wants. Okay? Also, another note, in case you're new to the channel, gotta get all these little things in because I never know who's streaming in when. If you're new to the channel, please remember each each video and live session is accompanied by a blog post featured on redcarpetcurls.com. I do prepare these things long before I get on camera for you guys. So all the links to the product reviews, links to extra videos and blog posts for extra research, that is all available on redcarpetcurls.com. So please subscribe to the website. Remember, in order to use redcarpetcurls.com, you must be subscribed, whether it's at the free access pass, which is limited use of the website, so you'll get certain pieces of content, but for full access you need to pay the full $99 to get everything, the whole enchilada. I designed Red Carpet Curls kind of like an online academy, if you will. Everything is combined with something else. So if you pay the $4.99 for full access to redcarpetcurls.com, then you'll get the blog post from today's live session, both blog posts. You'll get all the blog posts mentioned in this live session and in the video. You'll get all the accompanying YouTube videos, podcast episodes, everything. So that's why I really suggest you go for the full access. But if you just want to check out this one article from this live, the free access pass will give you that. Okay? So just so that you know. Now let's move on to today's topic, which is 5 winter tips for curly hair or naturally textured hair. You will notice my vocabulary when I teach you guys. There is a lot of division within the naturally textured hair community. For some reason, I guess all of us like to classify ourselves or subclassify ourselves to fit into whatever group it is. So if you have wavy hair, curly hair, coily hair, there's different groups for everybody because hair is different. This does not mean one subcategory is any more important than another, or prettier than another, or better than another. There should not be this kind of division, okay? So all the tips that I share with you today will work for naturally textured hair, meaning all hair that is wavy, curly, coily, whatever it is, okay? Because these facts are based in science. That's why they will work for all hair types, okay? So let's focus on the number one reason before we get into these tips as to why winter is so hard on naturally textured hair, okay? So if you didn't already know, naturally textured hair is different, obviously, from straight hair. So straight hair, essentially, let's go over what it does. Your scalp produces natural oils, completely unique to you, your own perfect oil blend to properly moisturize your hair and your skin, okay? Now, these oils are produced in the scalp and they slowly spread down the hair strands, right? Because that oil is meant to moisturize your hair strands. Now, when you have straight hair, there's no obstacles in the way for this, for these oils to go all the way down to your ends, which is the most vulnerable part of your hair because it's the driest and furthest away from the scalp. When you have straight hair, that oil goes right straight down like a roller coaster, okay? So it's like, whoo, straight down, your hair is moisturized. Sometimes your hair might be a little too oily, but the point is, those oils are making its way through your hair. Now, when you have naturally textured hair, all hair that contains some kind of texture, waves, curls, coils, you have a challenge that straight hair does not. Our texture makes it more difficult for the oil, the sebum produced in our scalp, to make it all the way down to our ends. So let's just take this one curl clump that I have here, right? As the hair strands. You see all these twists and turns, right? How fast do you think the oil from here will make it all the way down here? It takes forever because it has to go around and around and around. That makes your hair strands, and especially the ends of your hair, much more vulnerable to split ends and breakage because it's not receiving the moisture that your scalp is producing for it. That's why naturally textured hair needs a completely different hair care regimen than straight hair does, okay? If that makes sense. Now, since naturally textured hair is always at a moisture disadvantage, no matter the season, that means we have to supplement the moisture in our hair with different tips that I'm going to give you today, different conditioners, different treatments, and different accessories, stuff like that, that will help you retain moisture for longer periods of time. That way you do not experience dry hair, brittle hair, split ends, breakage, and honestly the most annoying sometimes is the frizz. So that brings us into why the winter months are so much harder for naturally textured hair. Think about it this way. The cold winter winds, it's dry. There's no moisture in the air, okay? Now, if your hair is naturally textured, that means it's always at a moisture disadvantage. So what do you think is going to happen when you take dry hair, dry curly hair, dry naturally textured hair, into the winter winds? Whatever moisture is there is going to be stolen. Those dry winter winds are a thief to moisture, okay? It's going to remove all that moisture that you've put into your hair, and it's going to leave your hair dry, brittle, and prone to split ends and breakage. And let's not even get into the frizz, okay? So this is why the winter winds are extremely harsh on naturally textured hair. So since there's less moisture in the air, the cold weather dries out the hair, okay? Hey, it's Barbara. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Thank you for joining me. We're actually just getting started, so we're just talking about why the winter winds are so brutal on naturally textured hair. So during the winter months, I'm 10 minutes late, but I'm here. Don't worry. The first 10 minutes was the introductions and updates and stuff like that, so you're fine. So I was saying, a lower dew point equals lower moisture in the air because the cold air cannot hold moisture as much as warm air does, okay? This dryness leads to flat and less definition in your textured hair. So if you guys have ever, I definitely have been there. As you can see, this is day one for me. So since I have very fine hair, it as it grows out, it's difficult to hold volume, That's why I'm very particular about my shapings and stuff like that, right? Now, the winter months are upon us. I'm here in New York, so we're definitely experiencing those cold winter winds already. If I go out right now, right after my wash day, and I go into the winter like this, nothing protecting my hair, nothing covering it, then the winter winds are slowly gonna be like, ooh, moisture, moisture, take it out, moisture. Get it? So we need to make sure we are doing the correct steps to not only impart moisture, but to make sure it stays in our hair. Okay? Now, so as you can imagine, keeping a consistent healthy hair routine is vital at this time. So if you missed last month's YouTube live session, it was all about a 5-step healthy hair care routine. So I definitely recommend that you check that out. I can link that in the description box below for you guys. I recommend that you do check that out before you continue to finish this live session, just so you can understand each step better. So let's talk about the first tip that I have for you guys for winter hair care. If I could get my sticky note out of this page, that would be fantastic. Okay. So the first tip for naturally textured hair care in the wintertime is utilizing steam. Now, I know I must sound like a broken record to many of you who have been following me for so many years now, but it's because this tip is the #1 tip for a reason. It is the most effective and one of the easiest ways to keep your hair moisturized throughout these months, but not only that, repair your hair. Okay? So steam is a fantastic way to moisturize hair. Steam is essentially water in vapor form. It's a warm vapor. So remember, heat helps open or lift the hair follicles and the scales on your hair strands to allow new moisture in. Okay, that's one benefit of it. But heat is also great for hair because our hair is made to react to the environment around us. Okay, so that's why when we go out in the winter months, our hair starts to get dry and frizzy because it's stealing the moisture from us. When we go out in the summer months, our hair, yes, can make sure you have those satin silk winter hats. Yes, Barbara, I couldn't fit that in for this live session, but that is one of the tips in our 10 tips for winter hair care blog post that I'm going to link below for you guys on redcarpetcurls.com. Satin is incredibly important because cotton sucks out the moisture from your hair, which can leave your hair dry, brittle, tangled, and prone to split ends and breakage. So if you're putting satin over your hair when you go out, like a satin cap or even a satin scarf or something, your hair is actually going to glide against the satin. It's not going to rub against it like it does cotton. And that's going to protect the moisture in your hair, protect your hair from getting that moisture stolen, and over time this will help increase your length retention. Okay, but back to steam. So when it's hot, right, when you apply steam to the hair, it opens up the cuticle to allow moisture in and toxins out. Yes, your hair follicles is one of the ways that your body actually removes toxins. So you know when you're sick, when you have the flu or something, they tell you have to sweat it out. You have to put a lot of layers and stuff like that so that your skin can actually purge the toxins from the flu or whatever virus you have. Your hair follicles, they pretty much work the same way. So once you apply steam, right? So I'm a big fan of the Q Renew hair steamer. Once I apply the steam to my follicles, I move it around for a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, so that it kind of purges the hair follicles. Okay, you're purging all the bad ingredients in your body, bad toxins from your body, and you're allowing the good natural water-based moisture to penetrate the hair, soften it, and make it more manageable for you. So the more consistently your hair is moisturized, the more manageable it will be. Because the whole purpose of moisture is to penetrate the hair strands, okay? Hydrate it, seal the cuticle layer, and keep that moisture in so that you can have beautiful, moisturized, healthy, voluminous, shiny hair. Okay? Now, as we talked about, when it is cold, okay, so when you go into the winter months without any satin accessories or anything like that, your actual cuticles will close up to keep in the warmth and the moisture that you already have in your scalp and your actual tresses, okay? So this is why I'm a big fan of the Q-Redo hair steamer. I've been using the Q-Redo hair steamer for years now, and it's honestly, the main reason is because it's so easy, but it's so effective. So the Q-Redo hair steamer is actually the first and only handheld hair steamer. I know a lot of people will tell you clothing steamers work the same exact way. They're cheaper. The reason they're cheaper is because the function is different. Okay, I really need you to hear me on this. I've had a couple clients come to me with horror stories about, you recommended steam and I went and got a clothing steamer and it burned my scalp or it burned my hair. Ladies and gents, when I recommend steam, I recommend safe steam, such as the steam from your shower. Okay, so close the door behind you, run the hot water, let the steam fill the room. It's going to do the same thing. If you use a clothing steamer, please listen to me. The heat levels are not the same as the Q-Redo hair steamer. They are much higher to penetrate the fabric of your clothing to release any wrinkles. Your hair does not have wrinkles, and it is not the same texture as your clothing. So please do not. Okay. So please do not use clothing steamers on your hair. Please only use, if you're going to use a steamer, the Q-Redo hair steamer. Okay. So I love the Q-Redo hair steamer because it promotes hair growth. If you open the follicles, the follicles of your hair and the cuticle layer, you're allowing more moisture in to penetrate, to effectively moisturize the hair and give it all the nutrients that it needs to keep growing in a healthy way, so it can keep thriving. As I said, it opens up the cuticle and allows for moisture to penetrate. It removes toxins from the body. This is why I love to use my Q-Redo hair steamer for my skin as well. So if many of you have been following me for a long time, you know I had really, really bad cystic prone acne, very big bumps that would hurt. My skin is actually clear right now, thanks to my skincare routine, but most importantly, thanks to my Q-Redo hair steamer, because it allows the toxins to actually leave my body after it opens. Okay, imagine that, your hair follicles, right, allowing the moisture in. It also allows for deeper penetration of product. Okay, this is a very, very important tip. When you use steam to as part of your deep conditioning or some kind of treatments, you understand that steam will open the cuticle layer to allow the product to penetrate more deeply, more effectively, and more quickly. Okay, so not only is the hair getting the moisture that it needs from the steam vapor, now your deep conditioner or whatever treatment is going to penetrate more quickly and much more effectively than it would otherwise. Okay, especially like if you have low porosity hair, your cuticle layer often stays stuck, is resistant to open up to allow more moisture in for you guys so that you can get rid of that frizz. All you need to do is use some kind of steam on your hair first to kind of prep it for moisture. That's what the Q-Redo essentially is. It preps the hair by softening it, making it more manageable, opening the scales so that your product can penetrate more deeply and effectively, so that in the same time period, whether it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes that you have this product on, it's going to work at much deeper levels and much more effectively. Okay? So when you use the Q-Redo hair steamer daily, it's so effective at I love that little emoji, Barbara. So when you use it daily, it's effective at reducing flaking and dry scalp. So let's say you have dry hair and dry scalp. Essentially, this just means that the sebum your scalp produces does not spread quickly enough, or it's not producing enough oil to effectively moisturize your entire scalp and hair strands. When you use the Q-Redo hair steamer, though, the moisture is being pointed right at the areas that you need. So right here is normally very flaky for me when I have product buildup or anything like that, the steam will actually cut through the product buildup. Exactly. It will cut through it to open up the hair follicles, give the moisture that it needs, and allow for whatever product to penetrate much more effectively. Okay? But specifically for me, I love using it to keep my scalp moisturized because I flake a lot during the winter months. That's totally normal. Like I said, the winter winds are dry and it's stealing the moisture from your hair. All you have to do is get some steam, pointed right at the scalp for a few minutes, massage it in, and trust me, the flakes will disappear because you're moisturizing your scalp without having to put any product and weigh down your hair, especially at the roots. You don't want to apply products to the roots too much because it's already connected to your scalp. Any hair that's still connected to your scalp is still considered alive because the nutrients from your scalp are circulating. Now, when your hair is pushed out of the scalp and it's hanging, this is already dead hair. This is what you have to focus the moisture on, okay? But sometimes if you don't produce enough of the oil, you have dry scalp. If you have the opposite, an over oily scalp, or over you produce too much oil, the steam is also going to cut through that buildup, kind of spread the moisture around so that it's not just sitting there, and it's actually going to help extend your wash and goes and stuff like that, whatever hairstyle you have going on. So if you have braids and you notice that your scalp is incredibly itchy and dry and flaky, you just need to get some steam first, really work it in there, and then you can seal with some kind of oil to penetrate in there and keep it moisturized for longer periods of time. So it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Not to mention that it softens the hair and keeps it manageable. So it's perfect for refreshing. Like I said, I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel, whole bunch of me refreshing with the Q Redo hair steamer. So you can definitely check those out. I can link those below for you. They're amazing for deep conditioning treatments to enhance your deep conditioning treatment. Phenomenal. We'll talk about that more in another tip though. It's also good for protein treatments, Olaplex treatments, just to make sure that the products are really working as effectively as they can. And of course, as I said, it encourages hair growth. So not only is the steam helping you retain your length and the health of your hair, it's also promoting new hair growth. So it's absolutely flipping phenomenal. I would definitely say for low porosity, this is a must. Definitely invest in the Q Redo hair steamer. If you have high porosity hair like me, it's definitely a must because this will enhance your protein treatments and your deep conditioners, which is really where you're going to be doing the bulk of repairing your hair. Okay. So I have a really exciting update about the Q Redo hair steamer. I've been a very big fan for many years, and I am now an affiliate of Q Redo. I can't believe it. Q Redo reached out to me and offered me and us an exclusive discount code that we can save. So if you purchase $20 or more on the Q Redo hair steamer site, so the Q Redo itself is normally about $75. The hair mask is phenomenal, and we will get into that, along with so many other accessories. If you spend $20 or more on QRedo.com and you use the code Red Carpet Girls, you'll save 10% on your purchase. So I'm absolutely going bonkers over that. The code is valid until November 5th. Okay, so it's perfect to use for now if you can't wait until November to start having this experience in your life and to completely upgrade your hair care routine. The Q Redo is available right now. Just make sure to use the code Red Carpet Curls. And as Barbara said, next month is Black Friday, Cyber Monday. These are the times, so start saving up from now because next month is going to be the time to purchase everything you've ever dreamed of at much lower prices. But if you can't wait, make sure to use the discount code Red Carpet Curls with Q Redo and you'll save 10%. Okay? Now, let's move into tip number 2, which is using moisture-based cleansing options. So let's talk about it. Shampoo is a topic that often gets misconstrued. It does not get the proper recognition it deserves. So anytime you are talking about a healthy hair routine, you need to understand that shampoo is involved somewhere, somehow. Keep hydrated. Keep that hair growing and that skin clear. All right. So I know when it comes to the curly girl method, you hear no shampoo, no poo method. I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you I do not subscribe to the whole no shampoo thing. I never have and I never will. And this is because conditioners are formulated with gentler surfactants than most everyday shampoos. Most shampoos on the market contain sulfates, which are known as anionic surfactants. These are the strongest surfactants available, the strongest class, and they will remove all forms of buildup, silicone, everything, hard water. It will remove everything. Now, most shampoos on the market contain sulfates, but anionic surfactants are not only sulfates. They have a sulfate group and a sulfate-free group. So that's why we always tell you use a sulfate-free clarifying shampoo at least once a month. Okay, that is going to clean the canvas to allow moisture to properly penetrate. So the reason co-washing alone does not work is because conditioners are formulated with gentler surfactants called cationic surfactants. These are much, much more gentle, and they focus more on imparting moisture than they do heavy cleaning, okay? So these are perfect for day 2, day 3, day 4, if you feel like you want to wash your hair, but you don't really need that deep clean. Because clarifying too often will lead to split ends and breakage because you're removing all the moisture from your hair and scalp. You do not need to remove this moisture constantly. That's why a lot of us experience this constant frizz or dry hair, lack of definition, lack of proper volume. It's because you're stealing all the moisture. You need a moisture-based shampoo. Now, co-washing is fantastic for after you clarify, but what happens? The way that conditioners impart moisture is that they impart a thin, flexible, invisible film around your hair. It wraps around your hair, this moisture, let's say a tin, like imagine aluminum foil, and you're just wrapping it around something, right? That's going to keep the moisture locked in. The next day, when you co-wash, another layer is going to be added on top of that one for more moisture. Then the next day, another layer, another layer. So as you can imagine, over time, all these products are going to build up in your hair, okay? You need to remove that with a sulfate-free clarifying shampoo once a month. Now, let's say you've clarified already, right? And you're looking for more moisture instead of a deep clean. You're gonna go with a gentle cleansing shampoo, okay? Like this one from Pump Hair Care, the Curly Girl Shampoo. I absolutely love this. This is considered a low poo, meaning this is a gentle cleansing shampoo that will foam up the same way a clarifying shampoo will, and our previous CGM conditioners, oh my god, cleansers did. So this sulfate-free gentle cleansing shampoo is going to act the same way that a co-wash would. The only difference is that it's going to foam up and it's going to give that nice deep clean a little bit more than a co-wash would, okay? So if you're looking for a really moisturizing, and I mean really moisturizing, you don't need a lot of this product. You actually need a little bit and just more water to activate more suds. I cannot promote the Pump Hair Care Curly Girl Shampoo enough. This is one of the most luxurious low poos that I've ever used in my life. I honestly love it. It also contains hydrolyzed soy protein and hydrolyzed rice protein. So from your cleansing step, you're using hydrolyzed proteins that will actually strengthen the hair. If you have any damage in your hair, like high porosity hair, this hydrolyzed rice protein and hydrolyzed soy protein will repair that. It will improve vibrancy of your color. It will improve your definition. And honestly, it will give you a great wash. So definitely check this out for low poos. If you're looking for another low poo, Tailored Beauty Coconut Creme Shampoo. I don't have the bottle with me, but it's because I ran out. It's one of the best shampoos I've ever used. It has mango butter in it, but it's not too heavy. 2 or 3 pumps will do the job. Again, putting more water will spread the suds more quickly throughout your hair to give you an even coating so that you can make sure you're getting every bit of your scalp. Remember, when you are washing your hair, I do want to make it clear though, remember you're supposed to be focusing the product on your scalp. Okay, so you can emulsify it in your hands and then put your hands under and start to work it in like that. Okay. If you have a, what do you call it? One of those little, here we go. If you have those shampoos with the nozzle, then you can just take it and focus the shampoo where it needs to go. Okay? So, yes, Tailored Beauty Coconut Creme Shampoo. I can't. I have a YouTube tutorial on my channel right now that I can link below for you guys. Check that out. That shampoo is phenomenal. These winter months will have nothing on your hair with that shampoo. The Tailored Beauty is a phenomenal brand. From shampoo to oil, they have you for your entire wash day. But specifically, their shampoo, amazing. Pair it with a scalp brush and you're going to have a deep clean every single time you use it, and you won't need to clarify any more than your once a month. Okay? And finally, for low pools, Anasi Naturals Rescue and Repair Bond Strengthening Shampoo. I actually have that one. Here we go. As you can see, my bottle's not too much left. But I actually love this low poo shampoo again. It creates a luxurious foam that I adore. But what I love most about it is that even without a scalp brush, when you really focus it in, you get that deep clean feeling without feeling that your hair has been stripped of all its moisture. It's a phenomenal balance. It also contains hydrolyzed rice protein again, which will boost your hair color, boost volume, and it will protect your curls from split ends and breakage, which encourages hair growth and length retention. So honestly, hello David, how are you? You're joining us right in the middle of our session on winter hair care tips. We're talking about low poos right now. So my last recommendation for a nice gentle cleansing shampoo to use in the winter times is this Anasi Naturals Rescue and Repair Bond Strengthening Shampoo. So what I love about this line is that it's very similar to Olaplex. They target the disulfide bonds in your hair to repair them, strengthen them, because the more sulfide bonds you have in your hair, the curlier they will be. The stronger they are, the healthier hair will be, okay? So if you don't have time to do Olaplex treatments, the Anasi Naturals 3-step line, the shampoo, mask, and leave-in will do the work of your Olaplex for you, okay? And remember, whenever you use, whenever you're going to purchase Anasi Naturals products, you can check out my discount code Red Carpet Curls to save money, okay? Honestly, I love Anasi Naturals products. It's one of those product lines that you can put on prescription. Jesus Christ. Subscription, so that you never run out, because honestly, this line has everything you need, from a clarifying shampoo to a gentle cleansing shampoo to a co-wash. I don't know much about hair, but you have beautiful hair. Thank you so much, David. Don't worry, if you don't know much about hair, that's what I'm here for. You can ask me any questions. This is why I do these monthly lives on different tips and stuff. We can get you where you need to be, okay? But thank you so much for that compliment. As you can tell, my tips work. So yes, Anasi Naturals products, save money by using the discount code Red Carpet Curls. Now, let's talk about clarifying shampoos really quickly. Just two, how do you say, recommendations. One is the Miche Beauty Detox Clarifying Shampoo. One of the best clarifying shampoos I've ever used. Beautiful smile as well. Thank you, David. So this shampoo is one of my favorite clarifying shampoos because of the fact that it smells not only amazing, but it has the little nozzle top so that you can actually focus where you want to apply the shampoo, so you're not wasting product. And not only that, it's formulated with apple cider vinegar and ginger, so it really detoxifies the scalp to remove any product buildup and anything you need to remove, toxins and all of that. It has antimicrobial properties. I love Malibu Unfortunately Goo. I have no idea what you said, Barbara. I'm so sorry. But yeah, Miche Beauty has a phenomenal clarifying cleanser, and it's not too stripping. And of course, my go-to shampoo for clarifying is the Anasi Natural Soothing Mint Sulfate Free clarifying shampoo. Phenomenal. Now, when it comes to no poos, no poo is essentially, it's going to be very, very similar to a co-wash. A co-wash and a no poo are cleansers that are formulated like a conditioner. Okay, so that means they will not foam up. So one of my absolute favorite, I'm not a very, very big fan of no poos. Oftentimes I feel like they're too moisturizing for my hair and it weighs down my hair. But this one right here, boy, this is the only no poo that I genuinely, like, I fell in love with. So it's the Voracious Curls All Natural Cleanser. As I said, this is a all natural no poo. It contains aloe vera juice. As we discussed, aloe vera is phenomenal for the hair. It contains peppermint oil and yucca leaf extract. So this is one of those ingredients you don't find in any other products. I've never seen yucca leaf extract in any other all natural products, but yucca leaf extract is actually known to gently cleanse the hair. Okay, so honestly, horsetail leaf extract, nettle leaf extract, honestly, pro vitamin B5, you cannot go wrong with Voracious Curls All Natural. Honestly, I love this. And of course, you can save money with Voracious Curls products by using the code Red Carpet Curls. I also have a review and a tutorial on my YouTube channel right now about Voracious Curls products, so you can see this cleanser in action. And the last no poo I'm going to show you, I actually have it right here. Hold on. So as I said, today was wash day for me, and I used Mirabelle Naturals, formerly known as my Saunier products. So as you can see, the cleanser that I used today is called the Mirabelle Naturals Creamy Hair Cleanser. And it honestly blew my mind. It says a little gritty and a lot of creamy. Our hair cleanser will keep your scalp squeaky clean without drying it out. It contains apple cider vinegar, which you know helps to boost the shine and help clean your scalp. It has turmeric, tea tree oil, and peppermint oil. Okay. Now, I was very skeptical of trying out another no poo. As I said, I am not a fan generally of no poos unless it is the Voracious Curls cleanser. And I tried this out today and it blew my freaking mind. Yes, this comes out exactly like a no poo. It comes out like a conditioner, nice, thick, and creamy. When you apply it to the scalp, it spreads nicely. You do need more water to spread it. It has these nice gritty little, it feels like beads, honestly. Jojoba esters, that's what it is. Very small little beads that feels like it's exfoliating your scalp. So I had massive buildup today. I needed to clarify my hair, but I remember this product said it will make your hair feel clean even with crazy amounts of buildup. So I wanted to put it to the test today. And let me tell you, I spread it around. I scrubbed my scalp with the scalp scrubber, because this also helps exfoliate your scalp, removing dead skin cells and stuff like that so that your hair can grow. Wow. Just, that's all I can say. Wow. It removed all my buildup. It left my hair incredibly moisturized. It was honestly phenomenal. I don't have a discount code for Mirabelle Naturals. I'm sorry about that, but I cannot promote their products enough. Phenomenal. I will be doing a YouTube a YouTube tutorial on this brand to show you how amazing this cleanser and the rest of the products are. So if you're looking for another no poo, definitely check out Mirabelle Naturals Creamy Hair Cleanser. Phenomenal. Now let's co-wash. I almost forgot. I only use one co-wash. I'm gonna be honest with you. My exclusive co-wash is the Anasi Naturals Tropical Escape Co-Wash. And when you pair it with a scalp brush, it gives you that awesome tropical island scent, and it gives you a really deep clean. Since it's such a thick consistency conditioner though, you won't need much to spread it around. But definitely recommend it. And of course, for all Anasi Naturals products, use the discount code Red Carpet Curls. Now let's move into tip number 3 of our 5 tips, which is deep condition regularly. Listen, I can't stress enough how important deep conditioning is for your hair. So as we discussed, naturally textured hair is always at a moisture disadvantage. Our sebum can't come down all the way to the ends of our hair and properly moisturize our hair. So it's up to us to supplement moisture with conditioners and healthy products that will supplement the moisture that we're otherwise missing. Deep conditioners specifically are a curly girl, naturally textured hair must. Since your hair is naturally always dry, you need a conditioner that's going to sit for a longer period of time, but it's going to penetrate more deeply. So when it comes to the hair strands, you have 3 major layers. Of course, you have many more, but the 3 major ones we talk about is the cuticle layer, which is the outermost layer of your hair. It is what we talk about when we discuss porosity. This is what has the scales to lift and lower. We have the cortex, which is known as the innermost layer of your hair. Okay, this is the most important layer because it's responsible for 90% of the overall strength and structural integrity of your hair strand. Okay, so this is the layer that we have to protect at all costs and keep it moisturized and strengthened. Got it? So deep conditioners are formulated to penetrate to this level, the cortex. Some hair, coarser hair, has something called the medulla. It's another layer. Serves no purpose. It's just an extra layer, and you guys are lucky. That means you can use a little bit more product. You guys' hair has more space to hold product and nutrients. I do not have a medulla. If you have fine hair, you just don't have one, and that's okay. It doesn't have a purpose as right now that we know of, so you're not missing out on anything other than the luxury of being able to use a little bit more product. But deep conditioning is so important. Deep conditioners are formulated with higher concentrations of penetrating ingredients to penetrate past the cuticle layer. Okay, most rinse out conditioners focus on the cuticle layer just to lay the scales down so that you have that first free shine. Deep conditioners go past that layer. It goes into the actual cortex of your hair to moisturize the hair from the inside out. So you're actually repairing the hair from the inside out. Strong inside means strong outside. Okay, so deep conditioners are so important for this. I recommend deep conditioning once a week. If that is too much for your hair, like you have very fine hair, then you could do every 2 weeks, bi-monthly. But at the bare minimum, it should be at least once a month. Especially if you have protective styles and stuff, at least once a month. But I recommend once a week. If you have transitioning hair, if you are just starting your healthy hair routine, and the winter months are upon us, I would recommend deep conditioning twice a week. Especially high porosity hair, if you have a lot of damage, unfortunately, those gaps and cracks in the cuticle layer are only going to allow the moisture to leave, so you will have to deep condition more regularly. Okay, so try twice a week in the winter months with some kind of heat. Whenever you deep condition, I always recommend some kind of heat, like this thermal hair care hothead. This is a flaxseed filled cap that you put in the microwave for 45 seconds. The flaxseed helps retain the moisture in the cap. You put it on top of a plastic cap with your deep conditioner already on, and the heat from the flax seeds will actually help the product penetrate into your hair, allow the cuticle layer to lift up, and allow new moisture in from your deep conditioner. So that will allow your deep conditioner to penetrate more quickly and more effectively. If you is there a difference between a deep conditioner and a deep conditioning mask, or are they the same thing? Hey Janice, so a deep conditioner essentially is a more concentrated overall health. Let's start that over. A deep conditioner will focus on the overall health of your hair. Okay, overall getting it healthy, making sure it has the moisture, the porosity, everything that it needs to overall continue to be healthy and grow. Whereas a mask will focus on individual struggle points, such as this mask is perfect for hair that is prone to split ends of breakage. This mask is perfect for color treated hair. The only difference is that they're essentially the same thing, just masks are marketed towards specific pain points, whereas a deep conditioner overall will focus on the overall health of your hair. Okay? If you have any other questions, definitely let them stream. Okay, that's what I'm here for. I don't just sit here and talk for my health, even though I know I could talk for a while because I'm Puerto Rican. All right, we got 15 minutes left, so let's keep going. Let's keep it trucking. We still got 2 tips left. If you're looking for a deep conditioner, I cannot recommend enough the Aladia Hair Care Nourish and Hydrate Deep Conditioning Mask. The reason I love this is because it's guaranteed to promote healthier hair and scalp and promote length retention. You're so welcome, Janice. I am here for you. So what I love about this mask, it was one of the first masks that I fell in love with. It instantly restores moisture, strengthens, and softens, and it's clinically proven after 4 weeks to give you thicker hair, reduce flaky scalp, dryness, and irritation. It's honestly flipping amazing. Aladia Hair Care was actually founded and is run and formulated by a trichologist, so a woman who actually has studied hair and scalp, the science of it. So she formulated these products. That's why they're guaranteed to work. So honestly, check out the Aladia Hair Care Nourish and Hydrate Deep Conditioning Mask. It contains honey, which is a humectant. It's going to increase shine and moisture. It contains silk amino acids, which are small enough protein that's small enough to penetrate the hair and repair it more quickly and effectively. And it contains aloe vera. So phenomenal. If you're looking for a deep conditioning mask that focuses more on moisture, like let's say it's Black Friday and you're washing your hair and it's definitely much colder out. Let's say a situation like I have to walk my dog and I have to go outside. Well, my hair is going to take a huge brunt of it. But when I come back and I deep condition my hair and start my wash day, the Q-Redo Deep Moisture Mask is actually the perfect addition. It's a protein-free mask, okay? So if you're low porosity or if you're just protein sensitive, this is actually the perfect treatment for you. It is such a deeply penetrating mask, so moisturizing. I've used it a bunch of times already. I actually think I have it with me. Yeah, here we go. I adore this mask. Very, very thick, as you can see. Very, very thick. It's formulated with aloe vera and I never know how to pronounce this. Squalene, I believe it's called. So squalenes are botanically sourced, extracted from plants, and they boost hydration, moisture, and shine for healthier hair. So this mask is actually going to naturally increase circulation, and it is antibacterial. So you're going to get all the moisture you need, and if you pair it with the Q-Redo hair steamer, then it's going to allow the cuticle layer to lift the scales and allow this bad boy to penetrate much more quickly and effectively. This is, I will consider, the #1 mask I use for the winter times. So moisturizing, besides the Aladia Hair Care. But for Q-Redo, as we said, we have a discount code now until November 5th, which is Red Carpet Curls. So if you purchase the mask and something else, or maybe you purchase the hair steamer, make sure to use the code Red Carpet Curls to save 10% on your purchase, okay? But honestly, I recommend this mask so much for anyone who has incredibly dry hair. If you have coarse hair, incredibly dry and brittle, one session will make all the difference. And of course, back to my OG line, if you're looking for something to repair your hair while it moisturizes, I recommend the Anasi Naturals Rescue and Repair Bond Strengthening Mask. Okay, so as I said, it moisturizes and repairs. It contains ceramides in sunflower seed oil, which help maintain moisture, restore your hair balance, and minimize the wear and tear from everyday styling. It also contains quinoa protein, which strengthens to restore protein loss from damage. And of course, with Anasi Naturals, you can use the discount code Red Carpet Curls to save money. Okay, so let's move on to tip number 4, which is use pure aloe vera gel. So I am a very big fan of aloe vera gel. It's considered the miracle plant for hair and skincare. It has for many centuries now. It even dates back to ancient Egypt being used on hair and skin. Aloe is the only known vegetarian source of vitamin B12. So that's an interesting fact. And it contains 20 amino acids of the 22 required by the human body. 7 out of 8 of those are essential that the body cannot produce by itself. So, a quick note I want to make about amino acids. Amino acids are the gentlest, smallest form of hydrolyzed protein. Amino acids actually repair the hair by creating like a seal, kind of like spackle, to any gaps that you have in your hair. I absolutely love that effect. I can't praise aloe enough, if you want me to be honest. Um, what I love about aloe as well, it has the ability to hydrate your hair. Because according to a 2008 article in Molecule Journal, the raw pulp of aloe vera contains approximately 98.5% water, whereas the actual gel will contain 99.5% water. So it's mostly all water besides the amino acids. So in another journal article I read, when you have amino acids in um, a liquid state, it penetrates the hair strands more quickly. Amino acids also have an affinity for water, so it actually helps moisture bind better to your hair. Um, if you have any questions about amino acids, I do have a tutorial on how I use Bragg's liquid amino acids in my deep conditioners. That's a fantastic tip to boost your deep conditioning routines. You can check that out. And I just posted a brand new article on the science of amino acids on redcarpetcurls.com. So I'll definitely link that below for you guys in the description box. So aloe vera revitalizes hair and scalp, which is why it gives that nice cool tingling feeling when you first apply it. And it removes dead skin cells while penetrating your follicles, which gives your scalp more moisture and more nutrients, which leads to healthier hair growth and length retention. Okay, so it aloe vera is just amazing. It hydrates, repairs, moisturizes, and seals all in one step. And this is why I will always recommend using pure aloe vera gel. So go to your local supermarket, get an aloe leaf for $1 to $2. Scoop out the gel. You could put this in your blender for a minute or two to make it as slippery as possible so that you can apply it all through your hair. I would recommend leaving it on for about 30 minutes to an hour to really allow the water and the amino acids and other nutrients to penetrate. So I would recommend doing this starting out with once a month because it is a treatment that you have to do yourself. I do have a video on my YouTube channel right now about how I use this as my DIY deep conditioner, and all the benefits of that is also available on redcarpetcurls.com. So during the winter months, number 4 is really important. Use aloe vera gel, even if it's as a pre-poo or a deep conditioner. One of the two. You could actually use it as a pre-poo, then use a shampoo, a moisture-based shampoo with some kind of protein in it, and then you can use a deep conditioner with some kind of protein in it. And trust me, or protein-free deep conditioner, and your hair is going to be luscious. I promise you. This is a perfect tip for low porosity hair. If you tend to struggle with protein sensitivity, it doesn't mean that you don't need protein. You still need protein. You just need the right kind of protein, which is hydrolyzed protein. Okay, and amino acids is the smallest and gentlest type of hydrolyzed protein, so it will repair your hair for healthier hair inside out. So for low porosity, definitely check that out. It is the gentlest, so it will not cause protein reaction. And if you have high porosity hair, definitely check this out because this will repair your hair much more quickly. Okay. And now our final tip, which we kind of got into, is use hydrolyzed protein. So if you go on redcarpetcurls.com right now, you will see an article I wrote called "Why Does Your Curly Hair Need Protein?" And that's because without protein, there's essentially no curly hair. Roughly 90% of the overall strength and structure of your hair is due to hair protein, keratin in your hair. So just because you have a lot of protein in your hair doesn't mean that you're not damaging your hair consistently and consistently need to put that protein back. So no matter how you manage your hair, whether it's wash and goes, protective styles such as braids or anything like that, that's manual manipulation of your hair. If you brush your hair, if you comb your hair, if you put it up in tight hairstyles, tight buns, that's manual manipulation of hair, which is causing protein loss over time. Okay, when you utilize proteins, hydrolyzed proteins, this strengthens the actual hair strand. So consider your hair strand to be a tube, a container. Okay, if you have damage in your hair, so high porosity, there's little gaps and holes in that layer. That's going to allow moisture to trickle out, trickle out. That's why the hair is always so dry, frizzy, prone to breakage and split ends and being brittle. When you use hydrolyzed proteins, they essentially temporarily seal up these holes and allow your hair to hold moisture for longer periods of time. Not to mention, hydrolyzed protein also boosts hair color, the color that you currently have, whether you got it in a hair salon or it's your natural color, it will boost the shine. And since all the scales will properly be sealed by the end of this treatment, that allows for frizz-free definition. Okay? So if you're looking for products that contain hydrolyzed protein, off the top of my head, the Anasi Naturals Soothing Mint Sulfate Free Clarifying Shampoo actually contains, hydrolyzed oat protein. So does the Soothing Mint Conditioner, also contains hydrolyzed oat protein. And the Mango Hemp Restorative Hair Mask will also contain hydrolyzed oat protein. So this will strengthen the hair. This will keep your moisture for longer periods of time, so that you don't have to. I don't know, but you are beautiful. Just so you know. Again, thank you, David. That's not the focus of this live, but thank you. If you're interested in the benefits of hydrolyzed protein, I do have an article on my website on why your curly hair needs protein, breaking down what hydrolyzed protein is. That article is available on redcarpetcurls.com. I also just added a newly rewritten article on amino acids and their benefits, even breaking down which ones your hair needs that are not produced by your body and which ones are produced that you still need. Okay? So all those articles are available on redcarpetcurls.com. I will make sure to link them below. If you're looking for something to add to your deep conditioner, let's say that you are using a protein-free deep conditioner and you want to add a little protein into it, you can check out Sally's Beauty Neutral Protein filler drops. A few drops into your deep conditioner is good, as well as your leave-in conditioner or your curl cream, whatever you want to put. Bragg's Liquid Amino Acids does have a scent though, so I recommend only in your deep conditioner using that. The Pamper My Curls from Anasi Naturals also has a moisture mist that contains quinoa protein, which is known to really brighten the shine in your hair. So definitely check out those products. Again, Red Carpet Curls, discount code for Anasi Naturals products. Definitely just look for hydrolyzed protein. For example, the Maribel Naturals, I just used this today, which was phenomenal. The Powerhouse Protein Cream. So our Powerhouse Protein Cream will help your hair get its groove back by strengthening your fine, color-treated, damaged, and plain old protein-loving hair without weighing it down. So it contains rice protein, wheat protein, baobab seed extract, and one that I cannot pronounce. I'm sorry. But this is also another product that has hydrolyzed proteins that's amazing to use. So definitely check out all those products. But those are our 5 tips. Once again, if you didn't hear what all of them were, I'll quickly go through it. Number 1 was utilize steams, such as the Q-Redo hair steamer. Number 2 was use moisture-based cleansing options, and I gave you a bunch of different recommendations for clarifying, low poo, no poo, and co-wash. Step number 3, tip number 3, I should say, was deep condition regularly, and I gave you a whole bunch of different recommendations, both protein-based and protein-free masks. Number 4 was use pure aloe vera gel, not the one from the store shelves that contain a whole bunch of additives. You want to get the pure aloe vera leaf from your local supermarket or health store. Okay. And finally number 5 was use hydrolyzed proteins such as amino acids, protein filler drops, or just using products that contain hydrolyzed proteins such as shampoos, conditioners, deep conditioners, leave-in conditioners, creams, gels, you name it. Okay, so those were my 5 tips. I actually have 10 overall for you guys, so you can check out the 10 winter hair care tips on redcarpetcurls.com. And please make sure to subscribe your email now, because I will be sending out another update to my email list with the links in this video, the links for the blog post that I will post tomorrow with all the information that I listed here today. And that's pretty much where you will catch new blog posts, new videos, and podcast episodes, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this live session on my 5 tips for winter hair care. I'll list everything below. If you have any questions, please comment them below, or you can email me at queenmonroe@redcarpetcurls.com. You can also book a one-on-one consultation with me so that I can help you create your perfect routine. Honestly, redcarpetcurls.com has it all. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Check it out, subscribe, and I'll see you next month for our next live session. Okay, bye.